Hey there, Interwebs! Let's talk about movement today. Being able to escape from sticky situations, reposition yourself, finishing a kill, and getting around the map faster are all very important things to be able to do in the game. Your main tool to do this is going to be the Shockwave Hammer, but there are also vehicles, wildlife, the slap effect, and impulse grenades that can do the job for you as well. But let's start with the Shockwave Hammer for now. The Shockwave Hammer can spawn as regular chest and floor loot, but it has a very small chance to do so. The best way you're going to be able to find it is through Oathbound chests, which they're these larger chests that are spread across the map and give significantly higher chance of dropping the hammer. If you drop the Citadel and kill the boss, he will drop the mythic version of the Shockwave Hammer, which gives you 5 charges. It still recharges at 20 seconds a piece, but you get 5 instead of 3, which is very good. So now you have your hammer. It has 2 functions, one being able to smash the ground and send any players within its radius flying. Teammates will not take damage from this, but enemy players will take 75 damage on the first hit, and then if you hit again immediately after, it'll be 125 damage. Players hit by this will also be given the anti-gravity effect, which prevents any fall damage a player would receive. Honestly, just try not to use this a lot. It leaves you in an animation that leaves you very vulnerable to players not hit by the hammer, and they can easily kill you. If you've ever gotten a hammer kill, make sure to like this video. Now, what we really want the hammer for is its second effect, which will bounce you into the air, allowing you to cover greater distances quickly. This also gives you the anti-gravity effect, and you won't take any fall damage when you use it. You get 3 charges of this hammer power, and it goes on a 20-second cooldown timer, so be sure to make sure you save yourself a charge just in case you get third-partied and you need to escape. You can actually gain a little bit of extra distance if you hold your slide button right as you hit the ground. Practice doing this and it'll save your life more than once. If you stand completely still and use the second ability, it'll send you straight up into the air, which can be useful if you're stuck underneath a ledge and can't get up. And the way the hammer generically works is whatever direction you're facing and pushing when you push the bounce button, it'll send you in that direction. The hammer movement will also let you go through walls and ceilings if you're close enough to them. This can be really handy for revealing enemies that are behind cover to your teammates. In team game modes, you can actually use the hammer melee attack to send your teammates flying with the anti-gravity effect. This is very useful if your teammate doesn't have a hammer and you need to either push a position or get out of the storm. If you can't find a hammer, having a vehicle available to you is a great alternative. There are dirt bikes, cars, trucks, and semi-trucks all scattered across the map at various spawn points. If you have the augments that go along with vehicles, it can make them very powerful tools. Supercharged will give your vehicle extra health and more gas, and then Tricked Out will give a cow catcher and off-road tires to the vehicle as well. If you don't have the augments and you have a tool chest nearby, check that chest and see if it will drop tires. You definitely want at least the off-road tires on the cars because they go very slowly through grass if you don't have them. But vehicles can be used for cover as well as transportation. It's also a very viable option to swap to a passenger seat as you're driving past somebody, so you can shoot out of the vehicle, possibly leaving your opponent exposed thinking you were just driving away. You also have wolves and boars at your disposal. You first have to tame them by jumping on their back, then you can ride them until their stamina meter is completely drained. You can also shoot off their back, not while they're sprinting, but you can definitely shoot off their back. They can also be given the slap effect, which we're going to talk about soon here. And the wildlife kind of acts like hired NPCs until they kind of riding the war. When you're not riding the wolves or the boars, they kind of act like hired NPCs when you aren't riding them. Did I just say that? They'll attack enemy players if they get close enough to them. So next is the slap effect, which is something you'll easily be able to find across the map. Slap effect gives you unlimited energy for a limited period of time, depending on which item gave you the effect. The 3 items that give you slap effect are slap juice, slap barrels, and slap berries. Slap juice can spawn as floor loot as well as in coolers and chests, And Slap Juice will give you 15 health and the slap effect for 50 seconds. Slap Barrels are scattered all across the map, and when you break them, they will give you 10 health and the slap effect for 30 seconds. Slap Berries can be found in bushels. You can break these bushels and it'll drop the berries, or you can just consume the berry right off the bush. These berries give you 5 health and the slap effect for 20 seconds. The slap effect won't change how jumping works, so you'll still have a shorter and shorter jump if you're spamming it. The exotic run and gun SMG also gives the slap effect, as long as you're holding it. As another bonus, it will reload 1 bullet at a time as you're sprinting. You can get the run and gun SMG from the exotic grab bag augment. You can get it from hollow chests that require 2 keys, or from one of the unique chests that spawn in the heisted boss's vaults. Then we have impulse grenades. It's basically a much weaker version of the shockwave grenade. It can move you short distances quickly, but be careful not to impulse yourself over a ledge or off a building. You will definitely take a lot of fall damage. The impulse grenade does not give the anti-gravity effect, so anytime it pushes you somewhere, you will take fall damage. I hope you found all these tips and tricks about movement very useful, guys. Make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. What is your favorite movement item to use in the game right now? Check out this video that YouTube is recommending to you, or make sure you check out my previous 10 tips and tricks videos right over here. And then all my other tips and tricks videos will be linked down in the description below.